Okay, welcome everybody. You got the car man. I'm a one-man show today. So what's up? What's up? Here I am behind the camera, from behind the camera. So, all right, so I got a question, and the guy's basically, he's like, hey, what's up with the manual versus automatic as far as, he's a dealer, is wanting to invest his money in his funds and trying to win like we all are. So he just wanted my personal take on it. Okay, so generally speaking, you're much safer with an automatic as far as resale, as far as the amount of time it takes to resell it. That's generally speaking. If in fact you're going with a vehicle, some vehicles are immune to that, like a serious gas saver. I'm just throwing a Honda Civic out there. It will not be quite as hard to resell that as, say, a something goofy, a four-door Focus 5-speed. Like, that's like the kiss of death. Let me explain. So, even as a franchise dealer, and even ordering brand new cars, we only bring in a certain small amount of them 5-speed because you only got a small market that's playing in that game. So when you go to the used market, it's even a smaller market. And will you sell a 5-speed? Absolutely. Yeah, there's money to be made on a 5-speed. But the problem that you have is it's not a fast turn car. Also, you've got to buy them cheaper than book value because you've got to anticipate the downward value as long as you're going to hold them. So they're not as popular as, say, an automatic. There is cases, like I said, that you would want to buy a 5-speed, i.e. a Corvette, an Eclipse. You get the picture. Some work trucks. But even in trucks, 5-speeds are not that popular. It's the kiss of death unless you have something that's really pulling, that somebody wants it. But even your F-350s and your Cummins diesels and all that good stuff, a lot of those have automatics in them. So as far as would I jump off and buy a whole lot full of 5-speeds? Absolutely not. Would I might have one out there just to make a profit on? Yeah, because you are going to have that one guy that doesn't mind a 5-speed, A. B, he can also drive it, and he sees the value of the extra few miles per gallon. And then, of course, you got a few people that just like a 5-speed, So it doesn't hurt to have it as a small mix into your system. Let me give you some numbers. So if I had 10 cars on my lot, I wouldn't have a 5-speed. If I had 30 cars on my lot, I'd have one 5-speed. If I had 100 cars on my lot, I might have 3. Just kind of give you a reference, and generally speaking. And, the reason I'm going there is because, in the car business, it's all about how long you own it. It's just money, basically. It's, you taking $1,000, you've invested $1,000, you need to produce an additional 1,000, 20,000, whatever. But so it comes down to time, and 5-speeds just are not that fast of a turner. And so that'd be my take on the 5-speed versus the manual. Me personally, I do buy 5-speeds occasionally, but it's not on the top of my list. If it's an off-brand car, say a 5-speed Hyundai Elantra, not even wasting my time. 5-speed Focus, not even wasting my time. 5-speed Eclipse, I'll talk to you as long as it's cheap enough and I'm convinced the clutch isn't burnt up, then I'm going to talk to you. Some notes on that as well. When you are buying them mechanically, pay attention before you buy that particular model, because if it has like a if like the little the shifter is the actuator down there that moves it, brain drawing a blank right now, the slave cylinder. So some of the cars have internal slave cylinders, which means the transmission's got to be removed to replace it. Classic one I'm thinking off the top of my head is a Sunfire. So always pay attention if you have like leaking slave cylinder issues. Try to find out where that's at, because that can really, if you're flipping cars, that can just turn into another $1,000 you don't want to spend and another week you don't have to have. So Also, if you do get a clutch, it's better to go ahead and buy one that you know that's already been replaced, that has some sort of paperwork, because usually when people are coming to buy them, that's the first thing they ask is how old is the clutch. Well, if it's the original one, it's like a big red flag right off the bat that they're going to have to spend $500. So I get it. Like, I totally get everything as far as they are cheaper, they're readily available, but just because it's cheaper and readily available doesn't mean it's profitable. So I hope that helps you out today. Ooh, I hear a V8 in the background. He's gone. By the way, we're right beside Richmond International Speedway, so NASCAR, you might hear that in the background rumbling sometimes. Alright guys, so listen, subscribe to the channel. We're supporting that military 24/7. Peace and love. Anything else I can think of? That's the thing, when I'm doing this by myself, I can't really remember anything, but it seems like I remember it after the fact. Well, whatever. Hit me up if you've got a question. This is going to go back into the car flipping series. I'm actually getting ready to start a series on how to build value in cars, or how I'm actually looking at them. So I'll give you the ability to dissect the value of a car as it's coming in, or at least my perspective of it, which should be able to save you some money and give you a different perspective, because everybody does it a little different. And hopefully the way I do it will save you some money or make you some money. And once again, if you are a private individual and just driving a 5-speed, keep that in mind. You can buy them cheaper because no one really wants them. You heard that first from the car man. See ya. Now look, I'm going to walk around here and put this thing on cut. Cut. I'm still saying cut. Cut.